Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Kind of got a bit of a sore throat this morning. I don't know how I would catch anything. I'm not around any people. Portland, Texas is behind us. I have to go into Corpus Christi today to Pleasureland RV, Pleasureland Campers. Let's just call it Pleasureland. No, it's not a strip club. It's the name of the place where I bought my Leer Topper. There's a good guy there named Paul. I bought my Topper, I don't know, almost 6 years ago. He's done repairs for me. And as some of you know, I haven't been in the back sleeping much. Spent more times in hospitals and rehabs. But I developed a pretty good leak back there. And Paul's going to order new weather stripping and a new piece so my lock works. My lock has been broke for 2 years, and he just wanted me to swing by so he can look at it. I'm sure we'd be 99% right if I didn't go there, but I don't mind driving there. It's a little damp out. We're getting a mist on the windshield, and I don't want to hit the wipers or else it'll be all streaky and probably distort the photography happening here. I mean, we're right now, if you're wondering why we're all going the same speed, we're all going 60 miles an hour because there's a Corpus Christi police officer behind me. So we'll all be going 60 until he decides to turn off. We're coming up to Corpus Christi, North Beach right ahead. You can kind of make out the lighthouse right there on the right. That lighthouse is part of a condo and apartment complex, but it is a legitimate working lighthouse. I don't know if it's been lit up yet. I haven't been keeping up on things. Also, someone asked me about the new bridge going in if I had the new estimated finish date, and I do not. I'm not even checking anything about the bridge. I think it's 3 years overdue already, and when it's done, it's done. I kept saying I'll be dead before that bridge is finished, and that still could be, but maybe we'll get lucky and they'll finish it in my lifetime. It seems like every time I come over here, the roads are going a different way and the signs aren't that great. So we'll see what's going on. I know what you're saying. Dennis, why do dogs float in water? Why do dogs float in water? Because they're good buoys. He's a good buoy. He's a good buoy. There. Got a dad joke out of the way. It's 40 minutes and 39 miles from Rockport Beach to where I'm going in Corpus. So basically a 80-mile round trip. But with this overcast weather, it feels cold. The wind's blowing pretty good. We had a gorgeous afternoon yesterday. The sun was out. I mean, it was nice, and I had just run out of gas. I'm getting tired early in the day. Come noon, 1 o'clock, I'm done, and I need to lay down and take a nap. I have my heart procedure scheduled for February 11th, and I'm looking forward to, once that's done, having access to more oxygen and having a little more energy. And we just need to stay alive until then, right? That's not bad. Those are goals. Those are life goals, right? Actually living. We're coming up to the Old Harbor Bridge. It's just called the Harbor Bridge, but when they started building the new Harbor Bridge, this became the Old Harbor Bridge. You can see it on the left. That's the one that used to light up at night. Really pretty amazing. And they had to take the lights off because they needed so many repairs. It wasn't worth the money to keep them going. This salt air down here is tough on everything. I still get a little apprehension when I'm driving this direction on the bridge I was driving for Uber and Lyft about 5 years ago, and right about the top of the bridge, I had a real vertigo sensation with a passenger in the car, and I went like, whoa, like to kind of snap myself out of it. And the passenger said, what's going on? I'm like, that guy almost hit us, And it turned out that it was a new blood pressure medicine I was on, dropped my blood pressure so much that I almost passed out going 50 miles an hour. How's the view of that truck, guys? Not bad. But I still get apprehensive just going this way, because for a while I wasn't sure if it was vertigo, am I becoming afraid of heights, like what it was, but it was just blood pressure medicine. Oddly enough, coming back the other direction, I don't even think about it, so it's just a familiar location. I was going to tell you guys a chemistry joke, but I tried it on my friends and there was no reaction. There was no reaction to that chemistry joke. This is what you're paying for, folks. There's downtown Corpus Christi, looking pretty snazzy. Now we're going to try to find our way to 286, which I swear they change the entrance to every time I come over here, and it has been a while. So right around this turn, let's see what we got here. All right, so there it says 286, this lane. That's what we want. So we'll stay in this lane and see what happens. And hopefully that big truck will stay in his lane. It used to be you got on the 286 on the left up here, but they changed it to the right. Now I'm going to stay to the right here. Look, there's half a sign painted right there for 286. So is this 286? I'm thinking it is. A sign would be nice other than that half painted sign on the ground. And right up here, do I go to the right? There's no signs. There's a right-hand exit up here. Was that 286? Or do I go straight? I'm going to go straight. Something tells me that sign to the right back there was the entrance to 286. Those metal signs must be expensive, because they can't afford one now. That right there could be the entrance to 286, but there's no sign on it. Fortunately, from being an Uber driver and getting lost on a daily basis over here, I kind of know what back streets to get over to 286. So I can take you through some of the finer neighborhoods of Corpus Christi. You know how when we take the Ocean Drive, we get to show you the rich people's houses? This will be kind of the other end of the spectrum. I'm glad I filled up my turn signal fluid. I mentioned in the last video about people joking about changing the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And I wish I could remember who said this, because I would give them full credit, but one of the subscribers said their daughter was doing memes, and she had suggested the Gulf of Whataburger, and my favorite, the Gulf of Buc-ee's. I would go to the Gulf of Buc-ee's well more often. So we'll make a left, and then we'll see what streets are open today to get on to 286. I know right up here on the right, there's some radio station. Several times I would pick up bands at Brewster Street Ice House and take them right over to here. There's a radio station somewhere in that building. And they would be doing interviews and stuff. And they would be looking at me like, "Are you sure this is a spot?" And I'm like, "Yep. Yeah, you might want to hide that wristwatch." All right, so it's closed up there. Let's go up here. Sometimes we have to go up 2 or 3 blocks just to get to where we want to go. Guess we're making a left here, huh? It's probably added about 10 minutes to our trip. Okay, there's the entrance and it's closed, so we'll make a right and try to find an entrance that's open. It seems like it's a 50-50 shot. Every time I try to get on to 286 over here, I wind up back in this neighborhood because I missed the turnoff. And then sometimes I'll guess right and okay, so it's closed to our left again. So I think we go up one more street, and you can tell by all the traffic people are heading up this way. Should we go for the final dad joke while we're looking? What kind of car does a sheep drive? What kind of car does a sheep drive? That's an easy one. Lamborghini. Lamborghini. I had some really kind gentleman leave me a comment that for telling jokes like that, I should be back in the hospital. What a lovely thing to say. What a lovely thing to say. You think the last comment you'll ever make on my channel would be a little more kinder, but no, that's what you went with. It's okay. We'll miss you. We'll miss you. Okay, now we're getting on to 286, guys. Coming back, I usually don't have any trouble, but we'll see what's going on. We're going to take 286 over to South Padre Island Drive, and we're not going the way we usually go. We usually make a left. We're going to make a right and just go up a little bit, kind of where Texas Roadhouse and all those other businesses are. We'll see some signs up here that say SPID, that's South Padre Island Drive. We'll see some signs that say NAS, that'll be Naval Air Station. The best one says SPID NASCC, South Padre Island Drive, Naval Air Station, Corpus Christi. And I think the newer signs say AD, which I believe is for air defense. We'll have to see when we get up here. And I'm sorry, it's not a big, bright, blue day. It's actually a nice drive going across Nueces Bay and Corpus Christi Bay, back by that lighthouse when the sky's all sunshiny and blue. But I want to get this done because I figure he'll have to order the parts he needs. That could take a week or 3 weeks, and this is the time of year where we get rain. So my friends Steve and Sharon have been helping me getting my truck back in order, and we'll get this done and out of the way. Water. Yeah, I don't know why my throat hurts. I haven't been near anybody. I've talked to people, but it's all been outside. I don't think I've been inside any place. The last place I was inside was a week ago Wednesday at Hunters Pond Rehabilitation Facility. I'll have to keep that streak open. Yeah, we're going to go to the right up here. And I think we take that up to Ambassador Road. I'm not sure. I know where the place is at, but I don't know the road. But it's, if you look up Corpus Christi, Leer Topper, Pleasureland, it'll tell you the address. It's like one business off of SPID. And the guy, it's a family-owned business. The guy, Paul, and his wife run the place. And it'll actually be nice to see Paul again. He ran some outlets for me from the front to the back. He's replaced screens for me several times. I broke a window in my topper. He replaced the entire window. And he's helped me out with a bunch of little things. So I'm happy to go to him and give him the business. Called first and talked to him, and he knew who I was right away. So I hope that means I'm a good guy and not a pain in the ass, because I tend to not remember the nice people's names, but if someone's a pain in the ass, yeah, I'll remember him the rest of my life. Unfortunately, that's just the way it works. I do have the camera mounted today. I guess that little block in the lower left-hand corner is part of my windshield wiper. We've been up in the air a lot on this trip, haven't we? For no reason whatsoever. There's Texas Roadhouse right over there. And it's on this side of the road, so we'll get off at the first exit. And he will go up a light or two, and then I'll have to keep an eye out for it. Lord forbid I should have checked the map ahead of time. Actually, I should have asked Paul if he was still at the same location, huh? No, we moved to Rockport. Oh, man. As you know, Corpus Christi is Spanish for under construction. I only tell that joke because it offended someone once. Corpus Christi is Latin for body of Christ. So if you don't speak Latin, now you speak a little bit of Latin. Heard some gunshots this morning. I hope it was duck season. Seemed to be coming echoing across the water. Okay, it's somewhere up here on the right, and I think it's a little bit up further. But I have slide-on Skechers shoes, and I just lost my right shoe, and it is actually under the brake pedal. So I'm reaching with my 2 feet right now, trying to remove my shoe from underneath the brake pedal, if you're wondering what's going on and why we're going 9 miles an hour. This is just some of the fun things. So there's Ron Hoover RV, and it's not behind that, it's up a little bit more. And I'm pretty sure this street is Ambassador. It's not Ambassador. Let's go up one more. See what's up there. We'll just go slow, and so the car behind us thinks we were going slow the whole time. Okay, there's no street sign here, but there is a sign on the fence there that says Pleasureland RV right there with an arrow. So you go down here behind the first business, and it's right on your left, and I'll pull in and talk to Ron. That's how you get to Pleasureland Camper Toppers in Corpus Christi, Texas, guys. The Camper Toppers are a giveaway. Thanks for riding along with me today, guys. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully we can get our camper leak free. Thanks for watching.